it's Rachel Merritt from Merritt Makings in Australia. Welcome to day 2 of our catalogue launch videos and projects. Myself and Tracy Bish have joined up to highlight some of the products in the new catalogues and also the celebration catalogue, and basically just show you what we're doing with them. Today's sketches are from the mini catalogue, and that's pretty much what we're doing. We're choosing a product or a suite and some sketches from the catalogue and putting those together for you. So today we are using the Delightful Wishes suite. Now I am using the vellum as well as the dies and the stamps from this suite. What I love about this vellum, vellum sometimes can be very, very tricky to use because adhering it down, often you can see like a shadow wherever your glue has gone. But because these are patterned and they're quite heavily patterned, like as in the pattern is small, you don't tend to see it, but you will see me smearing the glue a little bit just so that there's not a huge amount on the back, and it does stick really well. I am using the die cut floral images for this one. Now at first when I did these, I found it a bit tricky working out how they actually go together, but once you figure out that there's two little I'm going to call them legs because it reminds me of a spider, this inside piece. I know that sounds a bit weird, but there's two little legs and they join up or align to the edges of the two bottom petals of your die cut. And I've used the white and I think it's lemon lily maybe, and I sponged it a little bit on the edges with Daffodil Delight just to give it a little extra dimension. Now I am following the card sketch here, so there is in the sketch there are 3 squares across the middle of your card. So instead of the squares I am using 3 of these flowers. Now I'm tempted to say daisies, but I'm not the best as far as identifying flowers, and I'm not sure exactly what these flowers are intended to be, so I'm going to call them daisies. So instead of the squares I've used the daisies. Now I really needed a card that was soft and subtle, because this card is a sympathy card that I've popped in the mail already for somebody whose family have just suffered a loss. So these are never the most joyful things obviously to create, but a lot of heart and soul goes into them, because I think there's nothing more heartfelt than somebody actually creating something specifically for you. So the person that received this, hopefully it brought a little bit of comfort to you. So the yellow and the blue and the whites all together to me just gave that real softness for that theme. Hand cutting, the sentiment. Thank goodness it's sped up because I do take my time with this. You will notice when I do hand cut on camera, I am mainly moving the paper or the cardstock, that my scissors pretty much remain in one position. There are a few things that I have used on this card that are either retired or from previous purchases. They're not necessarily a part of this new product launch, and one of those things in particular is this twine. It is the blue twine. If you don't have that, my tip would be to have the white twine, which you can get a basic pack of twine which includes the white, and you can colour it with your stamping blends, and it colours really beautifully just so it matches your project. So you can see there that it matches the sketch, well, pretty much. Now my next project for today is the tag, and look, I'll say it again, I really am not a tag making person, but this has really changed my mind. So very simple. Today I have created 2 tags to layer upon each other. First tag at the front is a Whisper White, and I have used the die which cuts out like a lace pattern which has a floral element to it along the corner of it, and that's going to be layered behind with that Daffodil Delight. Now, the circle element in the sketch, instead of adding a circle, I'm just going to ink one. I had a circle already pre-cut. This is a scrap piece of cardstock from a previous project, so that's my tip. Don't throw out every single piece of scrap all the time, particularly if it's got a die cut that you can use for inking. My suggestion would be only use it the once, because the ink will stay on your cardstock and will blend in with whatever colour you're going to try and need to use next time. So this is a simple sketch. So it's two circle elements, one on top of the other. So for the second circle, I pretty much used that floral element as well. So adding, again, this is the white twine that I was talking about, but I'm adding it with the blue. And I have glued the two tags together. Now this is kind of cute. This will be a great little tag for me to add to a gift bag, and you can see now that I'm going to use one of the stamps in here, but because this goes with that larger fonted wishing, it actually says wishing you a happy birthday. I just want to use happy birthday, so I'm just inking that part of the stamp up on the edge of my ink pad and then stamping it down. This was a die that comes with the this set as well, so I'm just adding. I did not add any extra ink to my blending brush. I'm just using whatever residual inks on there, and just to add a little bit more of that yellow, and this is just going to be adhered down onto the tag as well. Of course, being blank on the back side, you can always write on that, or you just leave it on in the bag and of course add a card. But kind of cute, and I really like the idea that I'm going to have some of these handy just to add, and I'm just going to get some plain bags, white or craft sort of coloured bags to add tags to. The fine little embellishments of these gems, and they are not in the current release. But that's pretty much it from me today, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.